Hello, my lovely. Oh, just kick the camera. Let's move it in. Hello, Wardy Cat. How are you? My wily little putty cat. Oh dear. Nasty. Had a friend who got it all over her hand and up her wrist last year and it looked savage. Very sore. Oh dear. I've been in the wars. Hello, Heather. Wildcat, remember, oh, I haven't really got a picture of it here. I don't know if it'll be on here. And I don't know if you'll see it enough on my little phone. Let's go and look at this. You're not going to see it on here. It's too small. Right, I don't think you can see. No, you're not going to pick that up at all. Okay, there are frequencies. Now this chart you're not going to be able to see at all. So what can I call it? What can you search on? Right, let me just have a look and see if it's here. Right, okay, if you Wildcat search, do a search on your search engine for levels of consciousness and go into images, you will see like one that's got an orange background. It says Level of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins. Now, when you're in the lower vibrational energies, like if you're feeling, what does it say on here? So we've got shame, guilt, can't read that one. Anxiety, grief, fear, desire, and anger, okay, and pride. You're in the lower frequencies. So remember, we live in an attraction-based world. So if you're operating in those frequencies, you're going to keep attracting more shit. Okay, more bad luck, more bad luck. Okay, so move to one of the higher frequencies. Also, there is a cone-shaped one, and I don't think you can see it enough on there either. It's like an upside-down cone. And again, it has... you know, suffering, getting by, flow, and pure Teo and ultimate consciousness. So again, operating from a higher vibrational energy. So doing things that put you into a higher vibrational energy, because if you're functioning the lower frequencies, you're going to keep attracting the same. But when you shift into sort of gratitude, love, joy, feeling peaceful, feeling calm, and really sort of remember your assumptions create as well. So what do you keep assuming? That more bad luck's going to come? You're sat there after each bad luck thing saying, you know, oh God, you know, I've just had bad luck this year. So you're going to keep attracting that to you because that is your assumption. So that's what you're going to keep getting, my lovely. So you need to get out of that. Okay, really get out of that. Hello, Wendy, my lovely. Because if you keep assuming the worst and believing the worst, then you're going to get more of that. That is how the universe works, okay? That is why we have the law of attraction. The vibrational frequency you're operating in means that's what you're going to get back. And also the law of assumption. If you're assuming I'm just fucking bad luck this year, everything's going wrong, blah, 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 you're going to keep getting more of that. And we don't want that for our pussycat. We don't want more bad luck for the rest of the year. We've only just started the year. So start assuming I'm the luckiest guy in the world. You know, I always, my life is perfect. Okay, I'm a man who has it all. Okay, just use sort of blanket statements if you like. And good, Heather. Okay. Getting a slim pussycat there. Neela, how to get rid of fear? Do you know? Yes. Again, exactly what I've just said to Wildcat. If you are operating in the fear energies, we're only born with two fears: the fear of being dropped and the fear of loud noises. The rest are fears that you have installed in yourself through something you've been through or you've heard. So it's either something you've experienced in your life that has made you cautious. Remember, in our brains we have the fight or flight mode. Okay, it's built in to protect us. However, sometimes, although it's good at protecting us from death and danger, it does bring in fear, because if you've had an experience that has scared you or frightened you before, it's there to remind you, don't do that again, because you'll be scared again. But you can fight against those type of fears by being strict with yourself and saying, no, you know, I'm fine. I'm not in danger of death. Okay, I'm just sat in my bedroom. I'm fearing, I'm being anxious and I'm being fearful. So what are you being anxious and fearful about? If you don't know, then start to do blanket statements like everything's fine, everything's okay, my life is perfect, I am confident, I am secure. Okay, so coming back to self-confidence affirmations. But also looking at what fear you've got. If it is, when to do self-concept affirmations are if you are assuming something but you've got no proof. Okay, so when you're a child, you assume that there's a monster under the bed going to grab your feet when you get out of bed. But they haven't actually seen the monster, so they don't know that the monster's there. They're just assuming there's a monster. Okay, so when you are assuming something where you have no proof, then that is a self-concept issue. You know, how you see yourself. You're not confident, you're not positive, you're not centered, stable, secure, you're not feeling loved, you're not feeling worthy. Okay, so when you are faced with a situation or an event that you've been through before, that is when you set an affirmation or an intention that is the opposite. So if, for instance, somebody said they hated you, then you can flip that to, no, I am everyone's favorite person, I'm everyone's favorite everything, I am loved, adored, desired. Okay, so you can flip that. Or, no, Johnny loves me, thinks I'm the best person in their life. Okay, so there's two different ways to see where you need to bring in an affirmation, whether it's a self-concept one or flipping the situation. So if you were looking at your bank account and you could see no money and you're worrying and stressing about money, then you affirm, no, I am rich, or I've got lots of money, or I am financially secure and always provided for. I've got enough money in my bank every month to pay my bills. Okay, but then you can't counteract it by going and worrying and stressing in the 3D again, because you may as well not have affirmed the opposite. Okay. So I hope that explains to you, Neela. Okay, Wendy, sorry, I was so busy rabbiting on there. I didn't see yours. Let me just have a swig of my tea. I forget my tea. Neela as well, there are lots of, let me just go to YouTube again. If you type in fear affirmations, they will help you as well. Okay. If you're really fearful, or if it's anxiety, put in anxiety affirmations. There is everything that you can find literally on YouTube to calm you, etc. Right, Wendy, sorry, my lovely. I keep putting them up there. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things, Wendy. I can't remember, Wendy Ann, if you're the one who's working for somebody but it's temporary and you want to go full-time employment. Is that you, Wendy Ann? Yeah, okay. So what we're getting here is be the Queen of Swords. Remember, it's always your assumptions and beliefs that create, and the energy you're in. Okay, so be strict. Make it clear. What is it you want? That's why they're saying make that decision. What is it you want? Okay. Don't focus on the 3D. Okay, take your focus off worrying about anything in the 3D and go within. Okay, that Instagram that I'm going to do tomorrow evening is very tying up the last 3 weeks into one. Okay, but really affirming that the quickest way to get what you want is assuming you're already in the situation that you want. So, and that's what Spirit is saying here, because it is a spiritual law. If you're assuming, oh my God, my contract's going to run out in 18 weeks, I've got no job, what am I going to do? I really like where I am. You like where you are. So affirm that you have a job there. And I will tell you how in a minute. Okay, so Spirit is saying, set your intentions and be clear. If you don't want to be there, that's fine. Okay, see yourself in another job. See yourself being successful. You know, and celebrating that you've got that job. So you're clinging to old emotions. Okay, on this Ace of Cups, you're clinging on to the base of the cups. Okay, but at the top is a dove of peace. Okay, so be at peace in your emotions surrounding this. You're on your throne. You're the empress. You are good enough. So I'll keep that one out to remind me about affirmations there. You're just stood there getting frustrated. But Spirit is saying, look how far you've come through all the darkness in your life and how a beautiful manifester you are now. You're a beautiful conscious creator. Look at all this sort of glistening land. You can have what you want. What are you getting frustrated about? Spirit is saying. You know how to consciously create now. You literally go to the end. That is the quickest way. Okay, but stop faffing with the middle. Believe in yourself. Again, like children, whenever I get this Page of Cups, she's got a beautiful rainbow behind her. She's believing in everything. There's a fish in my cup. She's not questioning it. Oh, look, there's a fish in my cup. Okay, she's believing here. Don't let your old sort of heartaches, you're scared of being hurt. Okay, the 18 months, the 18 weeks comes up, and then what am I going to do? You're being scared. Okay, but Spirit is saying that's just because of what sort of happened in your past. Okay, with that card there. So if this was me, this is what I did when I wanted a job. Okay, and it took me 3 weeks and I ended up £6,000 better off. £6,000 better off. Okay, I literally set my intentions of what I wanted in a job. Always be clear, like you're doing a shopping list, like I did with the house, like you do with your specific person, what you're wanting from them, what you're wanting in the relationship, how you're feeling in the relationship. So with a job, okay, what hours, what pay, how far from home, what perks. Okay, write it down. Your imagination creates, and in your imagination there are no limits. Do not bring your logic in. Okay, do not say, yeah, but that company only pays this amount for that position, or that company only has this, that, and the other. There are millions of people who have written down, I got £1,000 bonus, or I get paid this, and in their logic they're saying, yeah, but nobody ever gets that. Okay, one of my other clients, she got a promotion for something that she hadn't been in the job long enough. There was no way that she could get it because of her status in the country. She got it because she saw the opportunity. She was like, no, that fucking promotion's mine. And she felt and saw herself doing it. So again, remove the circumstances. Whatever the circumstances are in the 3D, it does not matter. Okay, so don't put limitations on yourself. So what you want, is there a particular position that you want in the company, or do you like that position? Then write down, that is my job. Okay, I'm so happy and grateful that I got the position of blah, your title, and then put, I'm so happy and grateful and thankful that the company took me on full time. Okay, and you go with that despite whatever the 3D is showing you. Okay, if you're hearing rumors, oh, you know, no, we're not taking anybody on or whatever, ignore it. You've got to be in your bubble, and you've literally got to overcome the 3D until your bubble becomes the 3D. Okay, remember that card in here. So writing down your intentions is the scripting part. Okay, when scripting is very good, because when you're trying to visualize, sometimes we leap all over the place. Okay, but when you're in the flow state of writing something down, you've entered that flow state. You're having to concentrate, and it gets impressed on your subconscious, like when you're affirming at nighttime. So yeah, like that one, look, she's got all the rods coming at her, the 3D, but she's in her bubble, facing away. I'm not looking, I don't care. She's got this flame in her heart, what she's passionate and desiring, because remember, your desires are yours to have. Okay, so she's not reacting to the 3D. So when there's people at work saying, oh, you know, we haven't got long, Wendy, have you started looking for any other jobs yet, or whatever, just say, yeah, I've got everything sorted, or whatever. Okay, or don't even say, just fob it off, say, oh, I'm sure everything will be all right, you know, I'll find something. Okay, so making sure that that is you're setting your intention, you're making the decision of what you want. Okay, staying on in your self-concept. I am irreplaceable is a fantastic one. Okay, I am irreplaceable, because that covers everything. It covers relationships with your SP, it covers jobs, it covers anything. Okay, you're irreplaceable. Why would they want to replace you if you're irreplaceable? You are highly valued, you're respected, you are the best at what you do. Bring in affirmations, you know, the management see your potential and see how good you are. Okay, so hype yourself up as well, my lovely. You're the goddess of your reality. You're the powerful creator. You're the boss. You decide. Okay, so Heather, taking notes. So you decide what you want. When you believe, okay, you've seen other things that you've consciously created. You've seen them work. So trust and believe in yourself. It's the same for everything. That which you assume to be true has to be yours. But the quickest way to get there is to ignore the 3D. Okay, you've really got to ignore whatever you're seeing. Just like with, you know, my son, when he had his court case, the solicitor was sat there on the morning saying, you're going to get, you know, you won't get a prison sentence today, but you're going to get a suspended sentence. You're going to go on probation. You're going to get a big fine, blah, 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 blah. And in my mind, all I kept saying was, as a blanket statement, no, it works out. Everything works out favorably for him that he is happy with. The judge, okay, he said, oh no, we've got a really awful judge on today. She's like the troll from hell. Okay. And then we're sat outside the courtroom, and the solicitor comes past and says, oh, that judge has been moved to another courtroom. So he didn't have that nasty gremlin judge. Okay, then whilst we're in the court, I just sat there affirming. Even when the judge and his two peeps got up and adjourned to sort out the sentence, I was just imagining, you know what, they can't be asked. They came back in and gave him a minimal fine, a tiny fine. And the solicitor was like, I have never known that before. Never known for what you've done to get away with just a tiny fine like that. It's normally a prison sentence or a custody, you know, or a probation. Ignore the 3D. I literally, yes, I felt sick. Yes, I was like, you know, internally, I was like, oh my God, you know, but in my brain, I was like, no, I'm the creator and it's going my way. And it did. Okay, so again, ignoring the 3D until what you want becomes a hardened fact in the physical. Okay, you don't stop until it's becoming your everyday life. Okay. Yes, irreplaceable. I will keep on my strict mental diet as this position is made. It's yours. You're the boss. You're the creator of your reality. Everything that you're seeing in your 3D has been created by you. So consciously create what you want. It's your job. Yeah, it's your job. It's my job. Why would I give my job away? Just like with your, SP, why would I keep telling myself that I think my person's going to go off with somebody else? Because you've written that part for them. Okay, so I'm not saying you, Wendy, because you've got yours back, luckily. But it's your script. Stop worrying, stop stressing. That's the old you coming back in, the human side of you. Okay, so let's not start doing that, my lovely. You're on your throne. Be the Queen of Swords. Cut out any crap. Stop clinging on to old emotions. Look at how far you've come and believe in yourself, because we don't want you feeling heartbroken when you don't get it, okay? Even up to the day, it doesn't matter. Even if the day comes and you leave, you still affirm, because you never know that they could ring you up the next day and say, you know what, we've made a mistake, we're opening back up, we're taking people back on. I've had quite a few people and heard of a few people who have done things like that as well. Okay, so never give up. It's your reality. No matter what the 3D chucks at you, you revise it, you change it, and you stick to what you want, come hell or high water. Okay, if that job is yours and it makes you happy, it's yours. Don't give up. Like I say, even if I remember going for an interview myself years ago before I even knew that I was creating, okay, and I remember it just felt so right. The area, when I went for the interview, I was like, yeah, I got this, no problem. I didn't get it. No, I was like saying to myself, what the fuck? How the hell did I not get that? It felt right. It felt good. Within 3 weeks, they rang me up and said, oh, are you still available to work? And I said, yes, I am. They said, oh, because the person we originally took on didn't like the job. Okay, I was reading something the other day from a Neville lecture where a woman's husband was laid off from some big company in America going back to the 1930s. And she just, saw him working there. She was like, I don't care. They were laying off something like 4,000 people. And she was like, you know what? I don't care. They laid everybody off within a week. They decided that they were going to invest the money and took everybody back on again. Okay, so never, ever give up on your desires. They are there for you to have, despite what the 3D is slinging at you. You just have to really be like that bubble. Okay, nope, not having it. I'm the boss. I decide. Nothing has any power over me. No circumstance, no people, nothing. Okay, so stay on your mental diet. That job is yours. And again, imagining going to sleep at night. Okay, either playing in a loop that a friend is saying, hey, Wendy Ann, congratulations on being taken on full time in the position you wanted. Then saying, yeah, I know, it's amazing. I'm so relieved. Oh my God, I'm so thankful. It's amazing. I love that job. Okay, do that. Or imagine your boss saying to you, Wendy Ann, we're taking you on full time. How do you feel about that? Are you able to do that? Yes, thank you very much. Get on. Okay, don't give up. You're only giving up on yourself. Okay. Good. Okay. All in the mind. This is yours, sweetheart. Let me have another swig of my tea. And again, Friday night's Instagram will help as well. Okay. Lovely. Let's have them out. Full stop. Ooh. You can always play it back. We're at 32 minutes. Right, okay. So, Beth, whether you're able to listen or not at the moment, the beautiful King of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay, so first of all, when I get this King of Cups in this deck, I know that your person loves you 100%, okay? And he is feeling that energy now, okay? Because you've shifted in your energy. Remember, we create how our person conforms based on our assumptions about them, about men in general, about love, about relationships, and about ourselves. Okay, so you obviously had a low concept about yourself, which we know that you did. Okay, but also things that you've heard about him or things you've said, you've reacted to and held them in place as an assumption and as a belief. Okay, so now that you're backing from that, you're creating your story that you want and assuming different assumptions. Okay, so he is going to find something out about you. Okay, so again, he will find something in a positive way. Okay, there is healing that's being done here. Okay, so healing between the energy between you both. Okay, so again, even though you're not seeing anything in the 3D, there is always movement. That's why you've got to ignore the 3D. You've got to be in that bubble. Okay, I'm in my bubble. This is what I'm having, and you're sort of going over all the 3D shit. You're just passing by it in your little bubble, okay? Stay on your pedestal. You're irreplaceable, you're irresistible, you are loved, you're adored, your person is head over heels in love with you, he's crazy about you, okay? He can't stop thinking about you, doesn't matter what he's doing, what he's saying, you know, where he is, whatever. You're the only woman he's invested in and interested in. You're his true heart's desire, okay? You are so in love with each other. You're a perfect couple. You're a perfect, loving, romantic passionate couple. You're a solid, committed couple. You've got a beautiful, happy, healthy, harmonious relationship. Okay, all of those things. End of. Okay, remember, you're supposed to be seeing yourself as already being in this family situation, the two of you with your child running around and the grandparents there. Okay, that is what you should be feeling every day. Remember, you cannot be creating and looking for it. If you're looking for it, you've not conformed. You have to conform first so that your SP can follow. If you've not conformed, they will not conform. Okay, so when you have got into the everydayness of waking up, feeling peaceful, feeling calm, that yes, you are a beautiful couple. Okay, of course, you're a goddess queen. Okay, and all your self-concept affirmations and reminding yourself of your power. Okay, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So again, do not look for it. If you're looking for it, you're coming from a place of I don't have it. So you're coming from repelling energy. Lack energy is repelling energy. Keep doing the work. Okay, again, she sort of turned away to the side here. Just focus on your child and you. Okay, but focus on the outcome as if you're the happy family that you want. Okay, action. So I'll read out what action says. Action says, the time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Let go of your burden step by step. I am responsive and ready to take action. Sometimes we are afraid to move forward. This is natural. Change can be difficult. And if we have been hurt or have failed before, we are anxious about what may happen if we change. Maybe we think it's easier and safer to just tread some water for a while. Instead, take joyful action towards the things you truly desire, such as, it says here, writing a book, undertaking study, accepting a new job, seeking the relationship you want. We can bulk, we freeze, we do not take the steps we could, and so we remain stagnant, we don't grow. Okay, so it's saying here we are meant to blossom, not hide. So stop looking for proof. You will know when it's happened because it will have happened. Okay? If you are looking, you are coming from lack energy because you're saying to the universe, I don't have it. Where is it? So you're in repelling energy. Okay? It takes no time at all for your desire to come in. Once you have fully conformed, your person has to. They have no choice. So if every day you are feeling like you're in a happy family situation, okay, imagine him coming in, rubbing your bump, okay, saying, I can't wait to be a dad. We're going to have the most amazing, beautiful baby. I'm so happy that we are such a loving, committed relationship. You can do it now, okay? You don't have to just go to the end of picturing the baby. I would personally, because that would be my main visual or scripting, because it implies that he's with you when you've got the baby, okay? But in the meantime, little things in the day when you're stood in the kitchen or sat down or whatever, or in the shower or whatever, okay, you're going to bed, just, you know, imagine he's there with you. You're lying in his arms and he's rubbing your tummy and saying, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to be the best dad ever. You're going to be the most beautiful mother ever. We're going to have the most beautiful child ever. Okay, start to get into that, but stop looking at the 3D. You will get the proof you want when you're ready, when you've conformed, he will conform. Okay, but don't think the minute you start to feel calm and peaceful in the day that it's going to boom come in. It can, but you have to keep going. Okay, so that dream that you had was a little test as well, because you felt calm. Even if you have a, like, for instance, if you had a dream that was the opposite of what you're wanting and you're triggered, then remember, what's it showing me? It's showing me that I've still got either self-concept work to do, or I've still got to affirm something else. You keep going. You do not stop until you've got your desire. That's what they are there for. Okay? But desire is actually in the lower frequencies. it's because we can obsessively desire something. So we're always coming from I want, I need, I don't have. So therefore we don't. Okay, that's why desire is actually in a lower frequency. It's there for you to have, but you have to come out of that. And in tomorrow's Instagram, I'm going to be telling you how you can come out of desire. So stop desiring what you want and come into another frequency, knowing that it's yours. And I'll be giving some tips on that. So if you've got Instagram, make sure you are listening, or you listen back to the one I'm going to do tomorrow night. But also it's the last one of a series of, it'll be one of 4. Okay, I've done 4 together. So you are on the right track. You just need to remain on your pedestal and keep doing your work. Okay, and stop looking for it. If you're supposed to already have it, you can't keep looking for it. Yes, you have come a long way, my lovely. And why would you want to give up on something you desire? You're only giving up on yourself. It has nothing to do with your SP. So again, if you've got Instagram, make sure that you will go and listen to tomorrow's night's live, because I will be saying about why it's got nothing to do with your SP. But, you know, the love is there. So, you know, so many times my clients get their SP back and their SP has said, I don't even know why we broke up in the first place. I've always loved you. It's because you yourselves have self-sabotaged and assumed the worst, or reacted big time because of your own self-concept issues. So your person has to conform. Everybody in your conscious awareness reacts and conforms to your assumptions about yourself and about them and about things in your life. Okay, Barbara. Yeah, again, you know, it's a bit like I was saying to Wendy Ann, you know, just because, remember, you had a lot of fear before you had that reading. Okay, so everything that you think, okay, when you are dominantly putting emotions behind it as well. So at that particular period in your life, you were worrying and stressing. He said he's going to go. He says he's going to get a job abroad. Okay, so that has to play out in your 3D, which it is doing now. However, do not give up, like I said, because he could go, he could be there and wait and go, fuck my life, this job is awful. I'm going back home. Or I really, really miss you. I can't be without you. So again, you can affirm that as well. He, you know, misses me terribly when we're not together. He wants to spend all his free time with me. I have got something about distance, actually. So let me dig that out as well, Barbara. Where did I write that down? Let me just look where I wrote down about distance. Distance. Affirmations you can put in. SP and I see each other in person every day. SP and I live happily and blissfully together in our beautiful home. Okay, so you are affirming that you are together. You don't need to figure out how you got to be together. You're just seeing yourself as already being together. So those 2 affirmations are very good if you live, your person is going to be distant from you, working at a distance. So let's see what Spirit's saying today to you. You haven't put his initials. Can you just put his initial or star sign in, please, Barbara? Matty, Gemini. Remember, you're in full control. If you are assuming you are living together or you're together, anything that's stopping that from being true will be removed. You don't need to figure out how it fell up, was removed. You can't logically, when you're consciously creating something, you can't apply logic. You have to literally, this is what I want. I am seeing myself as that person who has what I want every day, and I am affirming it. Your desire is yours to have. It's already done. So accept it and expect it. Okay, do not give up. Remember, you're only giving up on yourself. So it has nothing to do with your SP, but well done on getting him back. So remember, your self-concept and your power are 80% of the day, reminding yourself that you're the powerful creator, you're the master at manifesting, you are the boss. You decide. Nobody has any power over me. I am limitless. I can do whatever I want. Okay, I don't need to figure out how my manifestations are coming in. It's always done because I always get everything I want. Everything always works out in my favor. I am a woman who has it all. My life is perfect for me to enjoy and experience. Okay, then you're doing your self-concept affirmations. I'm a goddess queen. I am attractive. I am beautiful. I am mesmerizing. I am irresistible. I'm irreplaceable. I am adorable. I'm loved. Okay, I'm everybody's favorite everything. Okay, just keep going. Then when you think of your SP, oh my God, he is my loving doting man. Oh my God, we are just so in love with each other. We're so happy together. He's so romantic. He's so passionate. He's so loving. He just showers me with love and affection every day. He just compliments me every day. Okay, he's blowing up my phone. Okay, or he tells me every day that he loves me if you don't want your phone being blown up all day. Anywho, you get my drift, okay? Worry, fear, and all those lower vibrations are repelling. They're not attracting. Joy, peace, love, gratitude. Be grateful that is in your life. Okay, be grateful that you've got this loving relationship. Be grateful how much you love him and how much he loves you. Bring gratitude in as well. When you're grateful for things, you get more back as well. So that's enough of me waffling. Let's do this. Remember, your person has to conform to your assumptions and beliefs about them and about yourself and the relationship. So if you are assuming you're a couple that live together or you're boyfriend and girlfriend and he spends all his time with you, then my lovely, that is what's got to happen. It is the law of assumption. That which you assume to be true is what you're going to get. Also, making sure that you are affirming that he contacts you every day, because you might have started sneaking in the assumption, oh, if he's going to go away, then he's hardly going to contact me. He's going to be busy. He's going to be learning a new job. No, he contacts me every day without fail. He is the first to contact me every morning and throughout the day and every night. Okay, you make sure that you are affirming that he is contacting you. Okay, so then, Bara, in his energy, yes, he's had that news, okay, from what he was waiting for here, and he sees it as an opportunity to grow. But that's in his energy, okay? No, okay, that's not what you want. You want him with you, okay? So, unless you're happy for him to work away, that's up to you. But obviously, you're not going to be. So, right, healing coming in here. Messaging, so make sure that you are affirming that he contacts you all the time as well. Bring passion in this. Allow your heart and soul to sing. Remember, if you're coming from lack energy, you're in repelling energy, not attracting energy. The Fool, the Trip, but then the Union. So he's obviously, you're affirming he's coming back. So he will come back. He has to. He has no choice. If you are using those affirmations, he is your man. Addison's man, because this looks just like Addison's man. Okay, this is your man. He's yours. You have the power, not your SP. Okay, you affirm and assume what you are wanting, and you are feeling like you are a couple every day. You're not looking at the distance. You're not looking at the lack. You affirm and affirm and affirm. There was another comment left on somebody else's channel that I saw the other week that I was reading out to people. I got rid of it off my phone, but it was basically, she fell out with her partner, she moved away, or she had to move or something, and he would not move, or he took a job that was miles away or something, and they split up. I think it was, yeah, he took a job that was in a different state, so they split up. Everybody was telling her, you know, forget about him, he's gone, forget about him, don't waste your time on him, find someone else. But she knew in her heart that he was the one she desired, so she just affirmed. We live together, okay, we see each other every day, things like that as well. And within a month, I think it was, he didn't like that job or lost the job or something, and ended up getting a job that was literally half an hour from her. Okay, ignore the 3D. All the 3D is your old thoughts. So at the time when he said about it, you reacted to it, you held it in place. Okay, you worried and stressed about it. So you had those emotions behind it, and it gave it extra power. So it's playing out now. Okay, when you are know that you're a conscious creator. When things like that come in, you're like, in your head, I don't think so. We'll rewrite that fucking story for a start. No, you're here with me. We live together. Okay, we see each other every day. So keep going, okay, and make sure that you stay in your power. Exactly, yeah. Light-hearted. Have you paid for a reading, my lovely? Because I haven't had a notification through. If you haven't paid, then my lovely, this is only paid readings tonight. And it does say that in the title, sweetheart. If nobody's told you. I don't get to see all the chat when I'm doing readings because I'm faced away from the chat. And I only see a tiny bit anyway. I haven't got any more paid readings at the moment, so I will just be sat here waiting for paid readings. It is not the free reading session tonight. It is only paid readings. Okay. Even if he was stalking the live readings, he has no power over you, Reshma. You have the ultimate power in your reality. Anybody else does not. So just start affirming that he does not watch the live readings. He has no interest in the live readings. That is your assumption anyway. You don't know that that is true, that he watches them. I think you said that he does. But just assume that he doesn't. He's not interested. He hates me. Can't stand me listening to my voice. Okay? But if you keep arguing, then you have to look at why you're being triggered. Your person has to conform to your assumptions. So where are you still getting triggered? If you're arguing, then you have a self-concept issue or a problem with something in the relationship that you keep assuming that is frustrating you. So if you have the assumption about him, he's so argumentative, he's an arse, then he's going to conform to your assumptions of him being an arse or argumentative, my lovely. There is no one to change but self. Because how you assume about other people is how they are going to conform. End of. Everybody in your conscious awareness is you pushed out, meaning based on your assumptions about them, about men in general, about love in general, about money, about relationships, about work, about every area in your life. I always get stuck in a fucking traffic jam going to work. Then you're always going to be stuck in a traffic jam. You might get the odd day where it's clear. Your assumptions and beliefs and limiting beliefs about everything and everybody in your reality is what will happen. That is the law of assumption. An assumption is something that you are assuming without proof. So let's see what Spirit has to say to you, my lovely, for your advice. I'm not even going to look at his because he is a reflection of you. You know that now. So I'm going to look at the advice for you because it's obviously a problem you've got that is making you react and argue. Because believe me, when you've worked on your self-concept, you know you're fucking unshakable and you don't need to react because you know all you got to do is think about the outcome. When you're reacting, you're not in your power. There's something within you that needs to be addressed. That is why I always say to my clients, self-concept is vital so that you can sustain and maintain a relationship. So you're not reacting, you're not arguing and falling out, you're wasting energy. Actually, let's look at, let's break this down a bit different for you. Yeah, you react because there's something you're still scared of. Okay, this big giant crab is like your worst nightmare, keeps coming back in. So what insecurities, fears or doubts do you still have that you're reacting to? Or he does something and you react because there's still an old assumption about him that he's an arse or he's argumentative or he's stubborn or whatever. Okay, Reshma, this is yours and everything I've just said. So make sure you at least go back 5 minutes if you've only just realised that I'm talking to you, my lovely. It doesn't matter, Neela. Right, okay. Reshma, your reading is, I'm at 65 minutes here. Make sure you go back to 60 minutes into the video. Okay, where I started talking before I laid down the first card. Because I was talking to you, my lovely. No, everything is you creating it. When it comes in out of the blue, it's because of what you've had a past thought about. Okay, like the lady before you, her fear, because her person has always talked about working abroad. So she's always had that fear, and now it's played out. Even though she had the fear ages ago, everything that you put emotion about has to play out. But if you keep reacting it, you're relighting it, and it's not going to go away. It's going to keep coming back. So you have to learn not to react to it. Why do you keep reacting to it? Because if you had your self-concept, you would not react to it. Because you know that everyone is you pushed out. So you may as well go and argue to yourself in the mirror. Your outside world and the people in it are a reflection of your thoughts and assumptions and beliefs. End of. It is a spiritual law. It cannot be sidestepped. It cannot be brushed under the carpet, because you are thinking every day from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, and you're putting emotions behind it, and you are creating. We've all been creating since we were little. Everything you see in your 3D is what you've created in your conscious awareness, whether consciously or subconsciously, whether it was a fear from childhood that is still playing out in different scenarios. Okay, you could have had something that's happening with a man before, and it's playing out in this person. It does not matter. The face can change, but your assumptions have not. And whoever it is will carry on playing out those assumptions, because your assumptions is your law. He does not have control over you. It is your conscious awareness. You're giving your power away. It doesn't matter. If he said to you, babe, you know, whatever, I don't want to be with you or whatever, your power, your reality supersedes his. We live in a multiverse. He's got his own reality, but in your conscious awareness, you have the dominant power in your mind, not by arguing. My lovely, I have not argued with anybody for 4 years. There's no need to. If I don't like what somebody's doing, I look at the assumption I have about them and what's pissing me off about them, and I change it in my mind. Therefore, they have to conform. It's not exhausting. You're not bitching and moaning about all the crap you're thinking about. You're not sat there going, oh my God, this is so exhausting, being so negative. It's so exhausting thinking that he's an arse. You're creating with your thoughts and assumptions all day long, whether they're good assumptions and thoughts or shit ones. Whatever, you're creating. And you're going to see it come back and bite you on the bum. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you here, in your resistance is that you get triggered by the 3D. You're not doing your work. Okay? With door to personal healing and happiness, there's still some healing you have to do and bringing happiness into this connection, which Spirit is telling you here as well. Nourishment. What are you feeding yourself? You know, physically, emotionally, and mentally, and spiritually. There's something you're still feeding yourself that is out of balance with what you want, okay? What do you need to do? Focus on being a happy couple. Remember, you've got to conform first. If you're not conforming, your SP is not going to. Okay, if you are not waking up every day saying, we are in a beautiful, loving relationship, he is my loving, doting, loyal, faithful guy, okay, he showers me with love and affection every day and appreciates me, okay, he does this, he's only got eyes for me, he does this, that, and the other, okay. Remember, you're not changing him, you're changing you. You are changing your assumptions about him, yourself, and the relationship. What you're doing is reacting and arguing and trying to manipulate and control him in the 3D, and it will not work. Finger wagging, telling him he's an arse and he needs to do this, that, and the other. You can stand there screaming till the cows fucking come home. It is not going to work. Okay? You cannot control and manipulate the 3D. You have to change within and your assumptions about him. So you're obviously not assuming that you're a happy, loving, peaceful, healthy, harmonious couple together, or affirming that you are his wife or girlfriend and that he's your loving, doting man. You're not being peaceful, you're not being calm. So you have not conformed because you haven't worked on your self-concept enough, because if you had, you would not be getting triggered, my lovely. And Spirit is telling you, live in your wish fulfilled every day until it becomes a hardened fact in your reality. Stay in your wish fulfilled here. What is it you want? You're not having, you know, have the will and determination here. See yourself as being in a beautiful relationship here, but in order to make the changes, you have to make the changes within. Picture yourself as a happy couple, or having a happy family if you want family. Okay, he is serious about you, but you're not bringing in passion and allowing your heart to sing. You're coming from the lower vibrational energy, which is repelling energy. Okay, you got the drawbridge up, so you keep self-sabotaging this. Okay, so you've got work to do, my lovely, because if you're reacting, you have not shifted. So working on self-concept affirmations, working on your power affirmations, ones I gave earlier in this live, and doing your SP affirmations. There is no one to change but self. Your outside world is a mirror of you. If you've got Instagram, I can't remember if you have or not, then the last 3 weeks of mentoring I've done on there gives everything in there, even the science proved behind why we create our conscious reality and nobody else, unless we allow them to, because we're reacting. We are creators, not reactors. Okay? If you don't, then you cannot moan and complain and blame him, because he is a manifestation of you. End of. And I get clients all the time, yeah, but I didn't ask him to do that, and I wasn't thinking he was going to do that, and I didn't expect him to do that. My lovely, it can go back years. It could be something he did once before and you've reacted to it, you've put emotion behind it, and you've held it in place. And your subconscious will not forget. It will keep photocopying out whatever you've impressed on it. That's why you've got to be on a strict mental diet, and that's why you have to change within yourself, because you're the only one in your brain thinking all your thoughts, my lovely. So again, to tell the difference, whether it's a self-concept issue or put an intention that you have to reword. If it's self-concept, it comes from you assuming something. Okay, so your person, you could be assuming that they are having an affair, but you've got absolutely no proof. Okay, they're not acting any different, but in your head, you are assuming that they're having an affair. Well, that is a self-concept issue. Okay, because if you are in your self-concept of knowing that you're irreplaceable, you're irresistible, you are everybody's everything, then he would not be looking elsewhere. He only has eyes for me. He's only interested in me. Okay, so that means that you got it. When you are assuming things and there are no proof, it is a self-concept issue. So you have to do self-concept. If it is something that has an event or something that you've encountered before, so say he has physically done something or said something to you and it's still showing up, then you have to affirm the opposite. Assume the opposite. So if he, for instance, was saying, I don't want to move in with you. No, there is no way I'm moving in with any woman. End of. And you are accepting that and putting your emotions behind it, you're going to keep it in place. But when you're consciously creating, you are like, no, okay, I don't like that. Thank you very much. That's not what I'm having. That does not make Reshma a happy woman. Okay, so I am going to assume that we are already living together. I don't need to ask him. He has to conform in my reality on my assumptions. So I am assuming we are happy together, and he is so excited. And he will think it's his idea, and in a couple of days he would come back to you and say, you know what, Reshma, I've been thinking about it. I'd like us to live together if that's all right. You don't ever need to ask anybody anything. You don't need to ask somebody, do they love you, or do they want to move in with you? Do they want to marry you, or whatever? Because it's your assumptions that create your conscious awareness, your reality. So if you're assuming that you're beautiful, then people will automatically tell you you're beautiful. And a lot of the ladies in here who have worked on their self-concept are getting compliments from anybody. Sasha had big compliment at work and was given a gift by a customer. Okay, lots of people are getting compliments. Because if you are showing up in the world as being beautiful and that is your assumption about yourself, then others will reflect it back to you. It is all a mirror. He cannot change if you have not changed your opinions and assumptions about him or yourself. That's why there is no one to change but self, my lovely. If you're expecting him to change, you're going to be waiting a long time, because even if he did change, and your old assumptions are still there, then he will have to prove you right, because that's what he has to conform to your assumptions and your beliefs and how you're reacting. Yes, Neela, post your question. Yeah, I had a friend who worked on her self-concept. She was going shopping with her mask on and getting chatted up by guys. Literally, they were hanging on to her trolley, not letting her move off. And she was like, what the fuck? You know, when you are working on your self-concept, my lovely, you get all the bees. It's your choice which bee you have, but you attract all the bees. You don't chase, you're a goddess. Right, Neela. Again, everything I've said here, Neela, as well for you. Can you check current situation with S? Why are you still looking for it? Okay, what have you conformed? Have you changed? Are you waking up every day in a solid, happy, loving relationship, feeling peaceful and calm? Then if you are not, then there's not going to be changes. But I will see what needs to change, what you need to be doing. Move. Well, I go a lot deeper on Instagram. So if you haven't got an Instagram account, just open one. It's free. You don't have to follow anybody. I purely go on there twice a week. But I do on a Tuesday live tarot readings, and then on a Friday I do the mentoring, and it is gold dust. It saves you pay, and it's free mentoring on there. That's how Wendy Ann has changed her situation around. She was listening to me on Instagram. After no contact with her person, he's back in contact. Tara has done really well. Addison's doing really well. Wendy does and then self-sabotages. But hey ho. Ah, interesting, Wendy. Yeah, you've definitely, I was going to say anyway, you need to start back with yourself. Okay, where you've put, I can't get his words out of my mind. His words are a reflection of what you've thought about yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not pretty enough, or whatever. Okay, whatever it is that you've got a self-concept issue with, not having your self-love. So he's reflected it back to you. May not be word for what you've been thinking. Okay, and you've held that in place. Whatever has happened, you can revise that he never said that. So you can go back to the point in time when you're doing a meditation where you've calmed down. Okay, you don't have to sit there like in a just lay in bed in the morning or at night, okay, or in the day where you're calm. You take a couple of deep breaths, you go back to the point before he said what he did, and then you imagine what he did say to you instead. What would have made you happy? Instead of saying, you're the ugliest person on this planet, drop off the face of the earth, never darken my doorstep again. Instead, he's told you how much he loves you, how he can't live without you, how you are the most beautiful woman he's ever met. Okay, so you can do that, but you're going to have to do it a couple of times so that you eventually, instead of thinking back to what he said, you see that as your truth. Okay, also working on your self-concept. Because when you work on your self-concept, you will not be holding those words in place. Okay, because you will have realized that it came from your own fears, doubts, and insecurities, and your worth and value about yourself and love for yourself. Okay, and that's what Spirit is saying here. Yes, he does want to commit to you, okay, but you've got to release the old. There's healing that needs to be done. I think I'm getting drunk on all your fumes. All of you there drinking your drinks. You are still on this journey of self-growth for you. Your self-concept is to make you spiritually grow, for you to grow and feel better about yourself so that you're not dependent on other people as your drug and fix. Because when they go out of your life, you crumble. Okay, it's nobody else's job to be your drug. People are here just to enhance relationships. Okay, but your biggest and longest relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself. So feeling comfortable in your own skin, not looking in the mirror anymore going, oh, fuck my life. I'm the size of a house, or I'm as skinny as a racing snake. Okay, or whatever. My face is covered in zits and I look awful, and why the fuck would anybody want to be with me? No, you're seeing past all that and you're seeing your beauty. We're all unique, we're all special, and we're all beautiful. So, self-concept. You're in separation, or you keep going in separation, whatever, okay, but it's a favorable outcome for you. It's a win-win. You cannot fail unless you fail on yourself and give up on yourself. Okay, so Spirit is saying self-love is important. Yes, it can. You're literally killing off your old self, and it can be, you know, all of us, majority of us in this chat have gone through that, because it is the foundation for anything in your life. Because how you show up in the world is how others will see you and treat you. So now that we've all worked on our self-concept, we've all been in the same boat, we've all been hurt, we've all gone through things, okay, throughout our lives, where we are now learning that self-concept is vital. Your emotional and financial security is in your hands. Your roots that grow to make you feel centered, confident, stable, secure, balanced are in your hands. When you become the foundation, the rest falls into place. Okay? So working on self-concept. Do not even work on anything to do with him. He's not going to go anywhere. That is your anxiety attachment. Okay? You can put your SP on the back burner for however long you need to, until you have that self-love, confidence, and self-love about yourself, knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you are everything I've said in previous lives and on Instagram. Okay, when you have that, then you can start to work on SP affirmations and doing visuals or scripting. There's no point coming from a place of desperate desire, obsessive desire, because you need them to be your fix. It will not work. Okay, when you've worked on yourself, it can literally be, you know, a week, days, 2 weeks for your person to come back in. but not if your self-concept is not strong enough. He's always hearing you. Okay, they will either get lots of dreams about you. Not at the moment, you know, he is thinking about you because you're thinking about him. Just like if you think about a friend and they ring you up and you're like, fucking hell, just thinking about you. Okay, what happens is your energy is in repelling energy because you're in a low vibrational energy. Okay, remember what I said to the very first person, Wildcat, when he was on here. I think I said put in a search for conscious levels of consciousness. Okay, on images you will see charts. Okay, you will see like a cone that's upside down and it has like lower vibrational frequencies and higher ones, because we live in a vibrational world and an attraction based world. That's why there's the law of assumption, a law of attraction. The vibration you're giving out is what you're going to get back. So if you're always coming from fear, anxiety, stress, you're going to keep attracting things that seem to make your life worse or stay on that fearful and anxious level. When you're in a higher level, okay, frequency, you attract that back. But then there is the law of assumption, that which you assume, believe, limiting beliefs. Okay, I've caught myself out with loads of limiting beliefs that pop up. I just randomly say, oh, no, I can't do that because something else usually normally happens. My lovely, all the girls laugh because I've changed the weather on a shopping day. I always used to say, oh, I bet it's going to rain when we go shopping. And now, since, what's it, girl? Last March, we've had storms here and the sun will clear. I go shopping, it chucks it down when I get back home. Okay, so I'm assuming that I only go shopping in dry weather. Minimal traffic on the road, perfect parking space, no queues at the checkout. You could do, I always get free food. I always get free parking. I always get free cups of coffee. You can get anything you want. Just assume it. If it's your assumption that that's what you get, then you have to keep being in that assumption until it starts to become the norm in your life. Like my weather, you know, the weather, I don't even need to think about it. I just know if I'm going shopping, it's going to be fucking dry. End of. So you've got to work on yourself. Your SP is not going anywhere. Oh, I was saying as well, when you said, are they hearing you? At the moment, he's thinking about you, but then he thinks, nah, I'm not going to get in touch today, or no. Okay, you haven't worked on your self-concept enough. When you work on that and then you start to do, you feel better, so you're at a higher energy. You're feeling peaceful and calm, and then you're having loving thoughts. You're feeling like his girlfriend. You're feeling like you're in a beautiful relationship. You're conforming to that. What happens is they either can't stop thinking about you, or they will have really strong dreams about you and then start seeing things that remind them of you everywhere. And then they come back in. I was speaking to a client yesterday who even had a customer of theirs. They got onto the subject of the law of assumption, and she said, yeah, I got my husband back doing that. We went into no contact. I just scripted, did my self-concept work, you know, did visuals. Now we're married. Okay, what you assume to be true has to be so, whether you are assuming a load of crap or assuming something for you, what you want. It is one of the spiritual laws, and it's the quickest way to get anything you want. It's easier than the law of attraction, because if you're still creating whether you feel like shit or not. But with the law of attraction, yes, being in a higher vibration, but as humans we can't be a happy bunny every day. But we are assuming things. We can see a girl walk past and we're like, I bet she's that type of girl. I bet he's that type of guy. And that is your assumption, and therefore in your conscious awareness they have to be to what you've assumed of them. You're on a journey. You're doing this for your growth so that you can keep anything in place. You're not phased by anything in your life. Going forward, you can have your dream life. Hello, Jess, my lovely. Okay. Okay, Danielle, you have sneaked in there before light-hearted. Okay, now from your question, Danielle, I can see that you have not conformed enough. Remember, when you've conformed, your SP will conform. And if you're still asking what are his energies towards me, you haven't conformed. Because you would not be asking that question. You don't need to, because you know in your mind that this is my assumption, that he is loving, he is caring, he is attentive, he showers me with love and affection, he only has eyes for me. So you wouldn't have no need to ask what his energies are. So I'm just making that clear to you, Danielle, that you have not shifted. So whatever comes out in his energies is going to be a reflection of you, what you still need to sort. A lot of you are expecting to do that self-concept work is an overnight thing or a week thing. It can take 21 to 90 days, the least of 21 days to at least 90 days or more to work on changing you. Okay, for some, and that's if you are committed totally and you're not fazed by anything and you're religiously doing it. Okay, you every day consistently, and you are affirming that, and you are walking around like that, and you are assuming that. It takes longer when you fall off and you go back into your old self. It can therefore take months. It can take years. Okay, as a lot of the ladies in here know. And myself. I've always been a confident, positive person. Well, I haven't always been positive, but I've always been confident. But my self-concept of myself, no, I didn't love myself. I couldn't understand what it meant for ages. I couldn't understand, like, well, how can I love myself? Because I don't feel those butterflies or anything for myself. I didn't realize it's an appreciation and respect and honor for yourself. Loving yourself as you are, warts and all. Knowing that you're good enough. You don't need to be validated and approved by anybody else. You don't need to ask anybody else if they love you, because they will tell you automatically if you have your self-concept. No, it's not yours, light-hearted. It's Danielle's reading. Yours is after. Okay. Right. I just want to, oh no, I'll send it to you in a private email because I came across another meditation channel yesterday and there was one about trust. So I will email that to you when I've listened to it. It may not be anything that's going to help you, but if it is, I will send it to you. So in his energy, now remember, his energy is telling you, it's his higher self telling you as well. Okay, if you change this, then he will conform. Okay, now in his energy here, yeah, in all of these here, okay, this card for me is him offering you all the emotional security you want. Okay, the door to romance is open. You're the only woman with the key to his heart. Okay, he is serious about you. Okay, if he was not, he would have gone. He would not be hanging around. Okay, but here he's still concerned because you're still maybe reacting. Okay, you've still got that level of deceit that you still think. Okay, and Spirit is telling you, you have to trust. Okay, if he is conforming to your thoughts, then you basically don't trust yourself, because if everyone is you pushed out, if you're trusting yourself to not be assuming what you are, okay, you don't need, okay, perhaps I said that wrong because you'll get the wrong end of the stick saying if I say that. Just ignore I said that. Okay, just trust. Okay, this situation is calling for you to have faith. If you keep going over this and you are still with your sharp tongue arguing or reacting, then you have not conformed. So Spirit is saying here, he wants you to stay in your power and fight your negative thoughts. Okay? You have to fight off negative Nancy, so you bring it to her knees. Okay? You're fighting off that ego. You've literally, when you are doing self-concept, you're killing off your old self. As Neville Goddard call it, the death of the old man. You are killing off the old you so that you shift and you can sustain and maintain relationships. Okay, so Spirit is saying in your resistance, you're not realizing that you're the one that has to call him in. People have to conform to your assumptions, beliefs and limiting beliefs. And if you are still assuming the worst or assuming all the negative stuff that is not lining up to him being your person, because again, we have the King of Pentacles like here, offering you all that, what you want, okay, then you're going to keep wavering in this. You're on this journey. You've got a lot to change within you for your own blossoming, your own growth, so that you feel better in you, so that you're not feeling upset or angry or tearful or in a mess. That's what self-concept is about, because nobody else can ever change you except you. As I've explained before, he could stand there till he's red in the face saying, look, I don't want anybody else. But if you've got that assumption, I can't trust men or I can't trust him, he's going to hurt me again, then that is a self-concept issue that you are the only one who can deal with. Okay, so again, what do you need to do? Spirit is saying you need to release everything that is not serving you in your thoughts, your assumptions and your opinions and beliefs. Okay, you've got to release it. He cannot change if you have not changed. And you have not changed your opinions about him and your assumptions. So again, the Death card, in order to see the changes, you have to embrace the changes. You've still got some work to do in your emotions and on your self-concept, okay? You need to have that balance within yourself. So you've still got work to do, my lovely, but I will have a look at that channel. She also has some other really good goddess. In fact, I'll link a goddess one of hers that I've been listening to that is really good. I'll put that in the chat anyway, because a lot of you ladies, it will help you as well. So let me just go into history. So then look on her channel, Danielle, because she does have one about healing trust issues. I'm sure it's on her channel. Where's history? Because I listened to it this morning. She's got a self-love. She's got loads. Okay, they're really good. There's a self-love, creating a totally new self-image. She's got the goddess one. She's got goddess charm and magnetism, which is the one I listened to. That one, I think. Right, let me just get that one. But this is a really good one. Okay, so ladies, listen to this one. Neela, if you're still in here, you know, any of you, this meditation is a really good one as well. I just do it in the morning. I wake up, I go and make a cup of tea, I jump back into bed and I go and listen to it. Or this morning I didn't even get up and make a cup of tea, I just listened to it. But go and check out other videos she's got, okay, because there's all sorts in there of all different things. So Danielle, some work still to tweak, my darling. It's not over till you say it's over, but you do have some things that you do need to work on still. Okay, light-hearted and Tonia. And again, the same for you, Tonia, looking at your question. That is something within yourself. Okay, so again, going back to what I'm going to be covering on Instagram, there's one bit on there, how to work out whether it's a self-concept issue or something you have to set another intention for. So in your case, Tonia, I will do yours light-hearted in a minute, okay, but while I'm on the subject, I have a feeling he is hiding something from me. So that is a self-concept issue, a trust issue, feeling you're not good enough, feeling you're not worthy enough. So again, that video that I've just done the link to will help you. You've got to listen to it for a minimum of 21 days. Every day, 21 days. Okay? So when you are assuming something but you have no proof, that is a self-concept issue. Because when you've got your self-concept, you are not thinking somebody's hiding something from me or somebody's doing this or whatever, okay, without proof, because you know it's your reality and they wouldn't be doing that because you are, that's not in your assumption of anything, okay? Even if, well, anyway, when it is something that has happened, an event or a situation, and you've, or they've said something in the physical and they're still doing it, that is what you have to look at and say to yourself, I don't like that anymore. So they're telling me that they just want to be friends with benefits. And I don't want that. I want to be in a committed relationship. So then you affirm and assume that you're in a committed, loving relationship. And you're only seeing yourself in that. Then they will conform. When you've conformed, they will conform. So you've got a self-concept issue there, Antonia, going on. And this is why I'm a mentor. That video will help you. Okay, all of you, Goddess Queens, go to that video. It is amazing. It is brilliant. It gives you that power. Okay. Right, let me put these away because I made a right mess. Who made this mess? Who made this mess? Right, light-hearted. I'm going to do yours next, my lovely, when I sorted out this mess. Like I say, that lady has other videos that are really good. Lots of different healing ones and success ones, money ones, all sorts of ones. She's really good to listen to as well. I really liked her. If you don't like her, then go and find another. You know, there's plenty of other people who've done ones as well. Okay. If you go, yeah, Helen's, Wendy's posted it there for you, my lovely. I didn't say her name of her channel on here, but just click on that video. It will take you to the video I was on about, but then you can go into her channel and look at her videos that she's got for other things that might interest you. Okay. Let's come back to light-hearted. Right, the other day you recommended your place. Oh, okay. Right, remember, light-hearted, that the outcome is down to you. What are you assuming? What are you conforming to? You know, what are your assumptions and beliefs? So okay, so for you, light-hearted here, he is thinking about you. He's doing a lot of reflecting as well, okay? Again, thinking about you here. Look how sexy goddess you are there, okay? And here, thinking about you. So he's definitely thinking about you. But your energy, you haven't conformed enough to you waking up every day in a peace, calm state, knowing that what you want is done. You're feeling like you're his girlfriend. You're feeling like you're in a loving relationship. Okay, that is the point when you have conformed that you're in a loving relationship, is when your person has to. Okay, so his higher self is saying to you, you've got still some balancing to do in your root chakra, your base chakra, and that's all about being grounded. Okay, when you're irritable, you're tired, you're impatient, okay, you're argumentative, you're not balanced, okay, within yourself. But self-concept can do that anyway, just taking walks in nature and things like that. So for you, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy so that you're feeling passionate. If you were in the relationship, you would be feeling passionate. Okay, if you keep looking for it, you're coming from lack. So this card now is telling you he's harvesting, okay? This person is harvesting. So it's telling you now you've got to see yourself as already having your harvest, okay? So seeing yourself when you've worked on your self-concept, because if you don't work on that first, then it's very hard to feel like you are able to get from that point of view where you feel like you are with your person. Some people could do it, some people can't, okay? So again, what's she doing here? She's getting that download from her higher self, okay? Because our desires come from above, our higher selves. That's why we have desires for our specific person or pizza or whatever, okay? We have a desire for something. She's got her eyes closed. Ignore the 3D. You cannot bring in logic. You cannot bring in trying to micromanage it. You can't keep looking for it because desire is in a lower energy frequency. So we can obsessively desire something. I need that person to come back in my life to make me happy. I need that love from that person. No, it's repelling energy. Hence the fact it hasn't worked out. So again, this pentacle, your emotional security and your financial security is in your hands. You're putting down those roots so that you can see what you want growing, okay? So working on your self-concept still, okay? He is thinking about you, but he's not ready to come forward yet because you've still got some work to do on yourself. How can you be looking for something you're supposed to already have? I.e., if you're in a committed relationship, why are you still looking for it? If you're looking for it and you're not feeling peaceful and calm, knowing it's a done deal and feeling like it's already happening, then you haven't conformed, so your SP won't. And even if they have shifted and get in touch, it will fall apart again because you haven't put down those roots within yourself. Like flowers, okay? When the flower has roots, the bees come to the flower head, the confidence, the positivity, the beauty. Okay, so you're centered, you're stable, you're secure. The bees come to you. You attract what you want. You're in attracting energy. If, flowers don't get up and chase after the bees. Okay, when you're not centered and you're not rooted, then you're like tumbleweed, just reacting to whatever's thrown at you in the 3D. You're a mess, you're arguing, you're all over the place. Okay. So still some work to do. So again, if you've got Instagram, then tomorrow nights I am doing, well, Wendy said that she's been blocked on her Instagram or something's happened there. So she found me on Google, my Instagram, and could watch the videos, the lives that way, okay, because they're saved. I've just done 3. One was how to get the 21st of January one was, I have done loads before, but the 21st of January one was literally how you can get your person in 21 days, either whether you're in no contact or hot and cold behavior or they're not doing what you want, sort of thing. Remember, you're not changing them, you're changing you. When you change your assumptions of them or of love or of yourself or of relationships is when they will conform. The next one was the science behind it, what's been scientifically proved, why we create, and the quantum level of it, and why there's multiple realities with different versions of us and our person in. Last week's one was desires. If you desire something, it's yours. But again, I'm going to be rounding that one off tomorrow night with why desires are in the lower frequency. So it is a repelling energy. But when you shift, I'm going to give you a technique to do to shift from that, okay? So to stop desiring it, but come from a different, higher vibrational energy. So you're in attracting energy and not repelling energy because you're desperate for it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, Tonya, let's look at your link with you. Wendy, she has paid, my lovely. Rachel has paid. I will see her. I will see her question because I can unview it, so I can see it. Right, let me concentrate on Fufu's reading. Tonya. Okay. So, in his energy, remember, I tap into his higher self. Okay. Now, he's saying here, I think the world of you. Okay. I think the world of you. But your energy is still sort of needy energy, suspicious energy. And it's coming out here that you self-sabotage. Okay. So your energy is in repelling energy more than it is in attracting energy. Again, if you want to find out what energies I'm talking about, type in levels of consciousness and go to images. Okay, you will see like a cone, coloured cone that's upside down. It's not that way up, it's that way up. Okay, and you will see where the different levels are, like fear, anger, desires, jealousy. Okay, they're all lower energies. So if you're coming from that energy, you're in a repelling energy instead of love, gratitude, peace, okay, joy, which is attracting energy. So Spirit is saying, he's saying to you, attract me in. Instead of repelling me, bring me into you. It's up to you. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you here, what do you need to do? You need to stop self-sabotaging. I think he's up to something. Well, that's a self-concept issue within you. Okay, you're relying on him. Yeah, but when he needs to make me happy, why does he keep pissing me off? He needs to stop doing that so that I feel happy and I feel loved. And when I'm happy, I can be loving instead of feeling like shit. No, it does not work like that. Okay, you have to fill your own cup up. It is nobody else's job to do it for you. People are here to enhance your life. Okay, not to be your be all and end all. Because when they go, or if they're in a mood, or if they're unhappy, you're relying on them for your happiness, then you're going to feel pissed off. Okay, and it works the other way. You're not here to make other people happy so that they love you or treat you better. No, it doesn't work, because it's your assumptions of yourself and of them that you're getting. Okay, you're still waiting for him to conform and change. You need to do this. You may need to make me feel more secure. You need to prove. Okay, my lovely, he could stand there all day telling you that he worships the ground you walk on and that he loves you and only has eyes for you. But if you, in your own self-concept, you're not seeing yourself as good enough or worthy enough, then it does not matter. He will then have to conform to your assumptions. No, I can't trust him. So Spirit is saying you have to believe. Okay, believe comes to you. What is it you want? A happy, committed relationship? Then why are you in between? Do I, don't I? Can I trust him, can't I? No, it's up to you. You're holding the keys. You are protected. Okay, your higher self has you. The universe has you. You're a spiritual being. You are from divine source. You are protected. It's only your own fears and insecurities that are making you feel this insecurity. Okay, so again, go and listen to that video that I popped in the link. Okay, go and listen to other videos on her channel. Self-love, there's a self-love one there as well. Healing, trust issues. Okay, because everything that you are assuming is what you're going to see back. He cannot change if you do not change. Okay. Let me go back to your question, Rachel. Abraham and I, will we reconcile? Why are he telling me he can't take me out this weekend? Probably because you assumed somewhere that he'd probably cancel on you. Or that you're thinking you're not good enough or something. It always comes from you and your assumptions. Or limiting beliefs. I bet he's going to be busy. I bet he's going to cancel like he's done before. Because he's probably cancelled on you before another time. So you've held that in place. And so you start to get nervous. You start to automatically, your brain goes to, What if he doesn't show up? What if he lets me down? What if he hurts me like he did before? What if this? What if that? What if that? And boom, suddenly, sorry babes, can't make it, because he has to conform. So let's see what Spirit's saying about it. Well, I know what they're saying because I'm channeling them as well. It is a spiritual law. That's why they keep making me repeat this all the time. Okay. Oh, I'm still going with that. Okay, you're reacting to the 3D, and I can't explain it all again because I'm going to literally go and have to shoot myself if I have to repeat everything that I repeat every day. Okay, I've said everything on my other channel and in the everything, and it's telling you here as well. Okay, so just listen for your reading, and then I can't speak anymore. I've spoken so much tonight that my throat is closing over. I think I need more than that, ladies. And all of you are even that practice now that you're looking at Rachel's question and you're going, no, you're creating all this shit. Why are you assuming that? You could all be doing this. You could all be starting your own channels. You've heard me bang it out there enough. Aren't you, ladies? You're all going, Rachel, what the fuck are you doing? What do you expect? Everything you've said is why he is behaving like that. Oh, God. Right, Rachel, stop now. Stop asking any more, putting anything else in there. Because everything you've said is why he's treating you like shit. Because that is your assumption. So he's treating you and conforming to what you are affirming. And Spirit is telling you that here as well. Okay, no. Everything that you've said is being contradicted here. He loves you. He thinks you're beautiful. He loves you. He's passionate about you. But, you know, he's your soulmate. And his higher self is saying you're always thinking he's up to something, because that is your assumption. So as it is your assumption that he's everything you've put there, he's obviously seeing somebody else. He's always cancelling on me. He never spends his money on me. All of those assumptions is what he has to conform to. Your outside world is a mirror of you and all the people in it. Okay, so if you are assuming he is a dirty, sleazy cheap bag and a fuckboy, then my lovely, that's what you're getting. That is why you're not seeing consistent behavior. That is why, because you've got you're judging, okay, that it is coming. I don't care what you're putting. Your assumptions are causing him to conform. It is the law. The law of assumption, that which you assume. So everything you've put there is an assumption that basically you're not a priority. He doesn't want to spend his money on you. He cancels all the time. Everything you've put is what he has to faithfully conform to. You are making him in your mind conform to that. I don't care. I don't care, Rachel, what you are putting. Okay? It's a spiritual law. That which you assume is what you're going to get. And Spirit is telling you here, you're the magician. You're creating what happens. And you're getting it reflected back to you. He is passionate about you, but you sit there worrying and stressing and telling yourself all sorts of shit, which is what he is displaying back to you. You've got some self-concept issues to work on. You've got some healing to do, and you need to bring love into this connection, because he does love you, but he keeps going and separating from you because of your energy. Okay? There's no point you even listening to that reading, because it went in one ear and out the other, my lovely. Everything that you have put there is why you're getting behavior from him like that. If you keep assuming that, you're going to keep getting that behavior. You need to stop affirming to yourself that he is doing that and reacting. If you don't, you're going to keep seeing it. Exactly. So I suggest you take a deep breath. You go back and listen to the whole of this live, because I've said it to so many people and given them lots of tips. I've got the Get Them Back playlist, which isn't just about getting your person back, is about you changing. Instagram. If you do not change the way you are thinking about him and the way you see yourself as not a priority, then you are not going to see the changes with him. Okay, you're not going to see any change, because he cannot change, because he is just a reflection of your assumptions about him. Okay. If you are assuming that he is a worthless piece of shit who treats you like crap, basically is what you're saying, he is going to keep doing that. No, it's because of your self-concept. I don't have time to go into this. I haven't got the voice for it. I cannot go into it again. Just change your thoughts about him, my lovely. I can't say it anymore. I'm losing my voice. I've got Instagram. I have got with loads of mentoring things on there that have helped a lot of the ladies in this chat even. Okay, the ladies just come in to listen to me reaffirming and giving them the boost. They're here for the mentoring side, because what Spirit is saying is a spiritual law. If you are assuming everything that you're telling yourself about him, you're getting in a state, you're in repelling energy, you are not going to see him change. You have to change your assumption about him and yourself, because you are basically turning up in your conscious awareness as I'm not a priority. I'm second best. No, you're first best and you're important and you're a priority. There's a link to a meditation I've got as well about having your self-concept and goddess power. Okay. The more you argue with him, you may as well argue with yourself in the mirror. Remember, the magician and the mirror. How he is acting is based on your assumptions about him and your beliefs and your own beliefs about yourself. They all need to change. There is no one to change but self. If you do not change your assumptions about him, then my lovely, he's going to carry on treating you like that. And you can scream and you can shout and you can wag your finger and you can slam doors and you can ignore him for however long you want until you change your assumptions about him. He will not change. He can't. Because everybody in your conscious awareness, your parents, your friends, your family, your work colleagues, all conform to your assumptions about them and yourself, or about love, about relationships, or whatever. Everything comes from you. You're the one with the brain that is having that inner chatter and arguing and thinking the worst and assuming the worst. It comes from you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, my lovely, if he lived on the fucking moon. It doesn't matter if he told you to drop off the face of the earth. It doesn't matter if he told you to whatever, okay? It does not matter. You can have, be and do whatever you want. I have a whole other channel on it that you can find in the description box below any of my videos, and on Instagram I have given loads of mentoring stuff there free, which has helped loads of the ladies in here turn their ghosting fucking fuckboy boyfriends or whatever around. Now they're seeing themselves as goddesses. Now they are affirming and assuming that they are in a loving relationship and that their person loves them and adores them and only has eyes for them and is showering them with love and affection. And they are starting to see that because that is their assumption instead of assuming that their person is an arse. You're too judgmental on yourself and on him, my lovely. He thinks you are beautiful. He is so passionate about you, but the way you are is not allowing him to come in. You need to work on your self-concept and also changing the story about him and the relationship. He always makes me a priority. He always you know, self-concept is 80% of your day's thoughts about yourself. Because how you're showing up is how others have to what's my opinion on him? He loves you. He just is conforming to the arse that you've written for him. You're literally writing your movie. Okay, the sage card on here is a wise person. He's writing his script. Okay, he's writing his book. You're literally writing your book and your characters in it. Your movie script or your book. Okay, all your characters in your conscious awareness, which means that you are consciously aware of, you're consciously aware of me, you're consciously aware of your person, you're consciously aware of your friends, okay? Then that is how they're all conforming. You're writing the characters in your movie. It's not about being positive. It is affirming for what you want. Yeah, it's deeper than that, and I don't have time to go into it all because I've done it all on Instagram. I've said it all in here even, and I've said it all on my other channel. Okay, I'm not getting anything horrible from him. Nobody is horrible. We are all underneath spiritual beings, loving beings. It's just how you are holding him because you've reacted to something that he did once. Okay, so say a couple of months ago or whatever, he let you down and you have kept that in place. So the next time, yeah, but I bet he lets me down. And then he goes and lets you down again. I knew it. And then suddenly, yeah, but he's done this and he's done that and he's got this, that, and the other going on and he needs to do this, that, and the other. No, change your assumption. And if you go to Instagram, Wendy hasn't got Instagram, but she Googled me and found me on Instagram. Okay, listen to what I've been saying. Yes, everything that you're saying, he has to conform to what you're affirming. Okay, and all that rant that you did is why he's acting like that. Look at what you've actually put. Everything that you've just affirmed and assumed is why you're getting that behavior from him, because that is your assumption. Right then, ladies, I am going to go to bed because I'm knackered and you've all probably sick of hearing me banging on about the same thing. And Heather's probably run out of notebook or fell asleep. Rachel, please just go and listen to either my other channel or the Get Them Back playlist or Instagram, my lovely. All the answers you need are there. And if you have got Instagram, or even if you haven't, because Wendy Googled me and found me and could get through that way, on Friday night I will be doing the last piece to the three that I've already done, which are powerful as to why your person is conforming the way that they are. Okay. Exactly. Now it's coming out. See, we're having this mentoring session here. It always comes out. That's why I like doing the one-to-one mentoring sessions, because believe me, when you start talking, out comes all the ghoulies from the cupboard. Okay, and I know exactly then where your downfall is. I usually know anyway. I can tell it's a self-concept issue because you said one of them was he doesn't make me a priority. When you have worked on your self-concept, you are a fucking priority. You are important. You're treated like royalty wherever you go. That's your new assumption. So everybody has to treat you like that. And all of the ladies who've worked on their self-concept have seen people changing. They have to. Your assumption of them is why they're treating you like that. So look at your self-concept, work on that, and look at the assumptions you have about your person. Also, go and listen to Wendy. Can you just drop that link in for Rachel about... I'll give you another one of hers, actually, as well. Where's her channel? Where is it? It was a self-love one. Where is it? She's also got one on there, Bombshell Body, that was quite good as well. I can't see it in there. Why can't I see it? Let me go back to my history. Sure, I saw it in there. Here, self-love, creating a totally new self-image as well. That one will probably help, as well as the other one that hopefully Wendy has dropped in there. No, he isn't cheating, okay? No, that's a self-concept issue. Okay, again, when I've said back in here, the difference between whether you know it's your self-concept is when you assume something to be true but without proof. So you are assuming that that's the reason he's blocked you. Okay, so therefore that's a self-concept issue. My lovely, he could carry on blocking your ass for another week or two. Anyway, go and listen to my other channel. Go and listen to Instagram if you've got it, okay? Go and listen to the Get Them Back playlist. I've got to go to bed, okay? I'm not having this conversation now. It's not the channel to do it on. I don't do it on this channel like that. I've got loads of other information everywhere else. No, he was not cheating on you. Well, not that I saw in the cards. He loves you, but you're not allowing him to come through with loving energy because you're repelling him. Go and listen back to your reading, what Spirit told you, and then go to my other channel, which you'll find in the description box, the Get Them Back playlist, and go and find me on Instagram. If you haven't got Instagram, just Google me. It will come up as Instagram. You can listen to it that way. Right then, my lovelies, I'm out of here. Bye, everybody. I will be back on Saturday. Love and light.